I knew she was building, and once I knew that she could do it, that, she was financially capable, all that stuff, then I was like, maybe I am too. It just happened to fall into place that this neighborhood with Taylor was the right one. It fit everything perfectly. Perfect size house, it was a perfect size yard, all of that good stuff. And Taylor is right there, so added perk, right?
Some of my favorite stories are of employees who work for brands and actually use the things that they make it work every single day. But what if the thing that you made is one of these? Today, we're going to hear from Eastbrook Home employees who actually have purchased Eastbrook Homes. Each one of their stories is different, but we're going to find out why they decided to make their dream home right here with Eastbrook Homes.
Well, our kids are grown, moved out. 3 acres is a lot of mowing. It was beautiful, but a lot of maintenance. And condos, there's no mowing, no shoveling. I can't believe we didn't do it sooner.
We were in a position of needing housing, so I was also commuting from Muskegon, and so wanting to get closer to the office location so I didn't have as much of a commute. So we looked at renting, we looked at existing market, and then we had looked at Eastbrook. And renting was very astronomical, and the existing market was at that point starting to move very quickly. And we just weren't in a position, both working full-time, to be able to respond to the existing market. So we decided to make the jump and build with Eastbrook.
I chose Eastbrook because I was just like every other buyer kind of on the market right now, of going through so many open houses and so many showings and getting so frustrated of putting in offers and spending the time and getting beat out every time. I think I made 6 or 7 offers over the course of a couple months and got beat out, not even just by a little bit, but by so much that it was just so frustrating. So obviously, having worked for Eastbrook for so long, it was so easy to kind of have that conversation of, is this a possibility for me? And knowing the process and knowing what goes into it, knowing the people that work there, easy decision.
This is not my first home, no. I actually currently own a condo in downtown Grand Rapids. And I adopted a husky during the pandemic. So having that husky and me in that teeny little space wasn't really working out the best. So that's kind of why I decided to build, is because I'd gone through the home purchasing process before. I know how much of a pain that is. So I kind of decided I didn't want to deal with all that stress, and I wanted to build and get everything that I wanted the way I wanted it.
Obviously, I have a part in the design. I love the design. Our homes look great. I know the resale value is going to be good.
Our designers are amazing, and they just walked us through exactly kind of what to expect. Just every single step, part in the process is so specifically designed to make sure it's seamless for the buyer.
Oh my gosh, the idea that you can go into Eastbrook with the same exact budget that you were looking at existing homes, but knowing everything is one-stop shop. I don't have to compete with other people. I look at the available lots, I look at my budget, what fits where, and I go from there. And we both made Pinterest boards before we went to our appointments, so we kind of had a general idea of what we wanted, and we had separate designers, and they both just weaved it together so perfectly. And to be able to kind of have all of those components in one spot, that you're not going to the flooring store, you're not going to the tile store, you're not going to all of these different places to try and pull it together, that they're like, oh, here, and they pull it all and they set it on a table, and you can very easily imagine it.
But then also during construction, seeing the house come to life, at every single step, being able to go visit our lot with our kids. We would have a picnic and just be able to see the growth, at frame or at drywall or whatever it was. And, we would play games of, this is where you're going to have your toys and this is your room, and all of that, all those fun things. It was just a really great process.
It just put a different spin on everything, I know how permits work, I know how, estimating works, I know all these things, but when it's your house, it's a totally different situation. And it's really fun to see that from a customer perspective.
It was an easy decision just because of what I know of Eastbrook, their integrity, the quality of the homes. So there's a lot of reasons. It was an easy decision. I feel incredibly blessed to be an employee of Eastbrook. Honestly, everyone at Eastbrook takes their job so seriously and takes pride in what they do. And everything is so intentionally decided to make sure that we're building our house for the buyer, like if it was our own.